Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ms. Rebecca Michael from Latin Center, Region 9. Today, I will be doing a presentation based on my area of specialization as a science teacher, which incorporates at least one cognitive and one metacognitive strategy in teaching a lesson. This lesson is based on topic understanding food chain. So, following the energy flow, understanding food chain. Here on the right, we have a picture of a food chain, and on the left, we have the objectives that maybe the students will have to gain at the end of this lesson. So we have activating understanding through drawing and self-reflection. Like I said, my name is Rebecca Michael, and this lesson will be taught in grade 8 B class. So here we have the learning objectives. So our mission is decoding food chain. And by creating a detailed visual flowchart of a food chain and applying self-monitoring questions, students will be able to identify and sequence producers, consumers, which is primary, secondary, and tertiary, and decomposers within a food chain. Explain the flow of energy through a simple food chain. And lastly, we have connect the roles of different organisms to the overall balance of an ecosystem. The web of life, why it matters to you. On the left, you can see a picture of an ecosystem which includes plants, animals, water, soil. We have animals and creatures or insects such as ducks, frogs, mosquito, dragonfly, and much more. Now on the right, we have a hook question. Where does your energy come from? What do the animals you see around you eat? Every living thing needs energy to survive, and it all connects. Connection. Introduce food chains as the paths of energy flow from one living thing to another, showing how all organisms are interconnected in an ecosystem. Today, we are going to become detectives, tracing the journey of your energy from the sun through different organisms. Tools for our discovery. So this is the material that will be used for the lesson. It is found on Ministry of Education Integrated Science Teacher's Guide Grade 8, page 3. And it is a handout, which is about food chain. It is very easy. Place the animals in the correct order to form each food chain. chain, the basic links and roles. Quick recall, what's the ultimate source of energy for most ecosystems? Sunlight. Introduce key roles. Producers make their own food, examples plants. Consumers get energy by eating other organisms. We have the primary consumer, herbivores, eat producers. We have the secondary consumers, eat primary consumers. We have the tertiary consumers, which eat secondary consumers. The decomposers break down dead organisms, example fungi and bacteria. Our goal today is to visualize how energy flows through these different roles. On the right, you can see a food chain of energy producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. Here we have our cognitive strategy, visual flowcharting. What it is. Instead of just reading words, you'll draw simple pictures, symbols, and arrows to represent the organisms and the flow of energy from one living thing to another in a food chain. Why it helps. Makes complex ecological relationships concrete and visible. Helps you see the sequence and direction of energy transfer. Actively engages your brain, aiding memory and deeper understanding. Think of yourself as an ecological illustrator mapping the journey of energy. And here we have our metacognitive strategy, my thinking tracker. What it is. Regularly pausing during reading and drawing to ask yourself questions about your own understanding of the food chain concept. Why it helps. Catches confusion early and helps you to identify what you don't understand. Promotes deeper thinking and active processing of the material. Guides your learning by helping you know when to reread, seek clarification, or focus more. Key questions to ask yourself. Does this organism get its energy directly from the sun or another organism? What eats this organism? What does it eat? Does the arrow point in the direction of being eaten or energy transfer? What role does this organism play? Producer, consumer, or decomposer? If this organism disappeared, how would it affect the rest of the food chain? Our food chain journey begins. Guided exploration. Procedure. Number 1. Reading chunks. We will read the first section of the textbook or handout, example, producers, the foundation, together in a small, manageable chunks, 1 to 2 paragraphs at a time. Number 2. Teacher modeling, visual flowcharting. After reading about producers, I will go to the board and smartboard and using colors, draw a simple sun and a plant, example grass. Thinking aloud. Okay, the text says producers like plants make their own food using sunlight. So, I'll draw a sun, then a plant, and an arrow pointing from the sun to the plant. This shows the initial energy transfer. Number 3. Teacher modeling, thinking tracker. After drawing, I'll pause and verbalize, the text just mentioned consumers. I'm not entirely sure what makes something a primary consumer versus a secondary one. So I'll ask myself, what's the difference between a primary and a secondary consumer? I'll quickly reread that paragraph or look at the glossary to clarify. Primary consumers eat plants. Got it. I'll make a mental note of that discussion. 4. Class discussion. We'll briefly pause for any immediate questions or initial thoughts as a group. So now it's your turn. Applying the strategies to your flowchart. Procedure. Number 1, we have individual diagramming. Now you will start your own food chain flowchart on your large paper. Using the template provided as a guide, your task is to draw and label each organism and its role as we read through the subsequent sections of the text. Number 2, we have focus on energy flow and role. Clearly show what each organism eats, what eats it, and what role it plays. Producer, primary or consumer, or secondary consumer, etc. Use arrows to show the direction of energy flow. Number 3, we have active engagement. This is where you actively use both strategies, read, draw, and question for each new piece of information. Here we have the deeper dive, integrating and sharing your thinking. Procedure number 1, read, draw, question cycle. Continue reading through the text section by section. For each new link in the food chain, example, primary consumers, secondary consumers, decomposers. First, draw it on your flowchart and then immediately ask yourself a thinking tracker question about it. Procedure number 2, pair share check-in. At predetermined intervals, example, after drawing a simple 3-link chain, you will turn to your partner and explain your food chain diagram for that section using the key vocabulary, producer, consumer, etc. And we have share 1, thinking tracker question. You ask yourself on how you resolve this. Your partner will listen actively and ask clarifying questions. Procedure number 3, feature circulation. I will be moving around, listening to your discussions and providing individual support, prompting you to use this strategy. Here we have my role, guiding your growth. Modeling, visual flow charting, specific example. Okay, now we're reading about a primary consumer like a rabbit. On my diagram, I'll draw a rabbit and then draw an arrow from the grass to the rabbit. I'll label the rabbit primary consumer. The arrow shows the energy moving from the grass to the rabbit because the rabbit eats the grass. Modeling, thinking tracker, specific example. The text just introduced secondary consumers like a fox. My thinking tracker question here is, what would happen if all the rabbits in this ecosystem suddenly disappeared? Pause. Look for an answer in text or diagram. The foxes that eat rabbits would have less food and the grass might grow out of control. This helps me understand the chain's interdependence. And here we have the scaffolding and support, providing sentence stems for self-questions. I'm unsure about this connection makes me think, what if, example, what if the producers died? Pre-teaching crucial challenging vocabulary, example, carnivore, omnivore, before each reading section. Displaying a word, word-wild glossary of key terms and their basic definition. Conducting mini breaks for Q&A to address common confusions as a whole class. You've got this. Practice makes perfect. Section. Individual practice. Students will dedicate the majority of their time to independently completing their food chain flowchart. They are encouraged to make their diagrams as detailed and clear as possible, using colors to differentiate organisms and energy flow. Collaborative peer explanation. During the pair shares, students will actively explain their understanding of the food chain, which is cognitive output to a partner. This requires them to articulate their thoughts, which is a powerful way to reinforce learning. They also share how they monitor their understanding, which is a metacognitive application. Teacher observation and feedback. I will actively listen for evidence of students applying visual flowcharting through their drawings and correct use of arrows. Students using my thinking tracker questions during their discussion. Accurate use of food chain vocabulary, producer, consumer roles, decomposer. I'll provide positive reinforcement and targeted prompts for deeper thinking. Example, what question did you ask yourself about the role of the composer? Here, at the end of the lesson, we have a learning check. It's called Thinking About Our Thinking, your learning check. So we have the exit ticket prompt. On a small index card or half sheet of paper, please answer the following. We have content understanding. Create a simple tree-link food chain, drawing and labeling each part. Here we have the metacognitive reflection. Describe one thinking tracker question you asked yourself today while reading or drawing your food chain. How did asking that question help you understand the flow of energy better? And here we also have the cognitive strategy impact. How did drawing your food chain help you understand the relationships between organisms differently or better than just reading about them? So this is what my presentation would have looked like. Thank you all for listening.